you
right.
hear me now?
All right, GarageBand in. Oh wait, whose show is it? It's Tony's show,
I don't
right?
really know.
Stacey Jacks.
It's Stacey Jax's show.
Stacey Jackson's show. All right,
I
here we
don't know
go.
how to put Jax's on there. It's too many X's, and I got confused.
GarageBand in 3, 2, 1. Podcast.
Whenever there's trouble, you're there on the double.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Beer Coasters Podcast,
Beer Coasters
episode
Podcast!
306, season 7. Yeah. An entirely self-absorbed beer show devoted to bringing you the best and the worst in mostly American craft beer from coast to coast, and every once in a while, in between. I'm your host, Stacey Jacks. Well, yeah. And joining me from Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah. And joining me in Boston is...
This is Mike from Boston, Massachusetts. So I was ready to do the high pitch, but I don't know. It just got stuck in my throat there.
There's plenty of show. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll come out at some time. And on the West Coast, yeah!
And I was trying to think of another hair metal band name, but I can't right now, so I'm just going to go with Boring Old Toby from San Diego, California.
Boring old
Yeah!
Boring old Toby. Hi, Toby.
Boring old Toby and the B-sides.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Beer Coasters Podcast. This is Boring Toby, and I'm going to play some B-sides for you. Up next.
Toby, bringing you the B-sides over on the West Coast.
It's B-side Sundays. Oh,
Welcome,
yeah.
welcome to the Rock of Ages show. And I appreciate you guys theming the show after the show that I'm working on right now.
Oh, yeah!
There it is. There it is.
Well, I think you're theming your show around our show.
Is it my show? I thought it was your show.
Whoa.
I was drinking in it. Is it
Wait a
my
minute.
show too? Huh. I'll take it.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait, stop that. Strike, reverse it. No.
So we're doing rock-themed beers from all over the place. It's a bit of a stretch, but bear with us. You'll enjoy it.
We
So
pulled
tell-
it together, man. We got the band back together for
We
one
got the
show.
band back
That's right.
together, man. For our fermentation conversation, we are drinking the Stone Stochasticity. How'd I do?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
Stochasticity.
better than we've said it so far.
HiFi, LoFi mixtape. And we have some tasting flights. For my tasting flight, I'll be doing the local option, Beer Worker, Diconagen, which is not how you're supposed to say it, but
Beer Worker.
Beer
Oh, yeah.
Worker.
Beer Worker.
Diconagen.
Vodka.
Diconagen. I don't know. I'm failing miserably. Mike, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm going to be drinking live from Southern Tier. That's right. This is not pre-recorded. This is live.
Doing it live.
We are doing it live. If you're on Google Hangouts right now, Google Plus, you'll be watching us live or on YouTube.
So that
right
makes
now.
all the beers live, which makes mine less special. Thanks, Toby. I
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
it.
Well, sure, anytime.
Speaking of less special, Toby, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Danish metal from Omager / Jester King? Question mark? Maybe. Possibly.
Collaboration?
Possibly, maybe. We don't know. We'll see. But yes, Danish metal. We are from Denmark. We are doing metal, yeah.
Ja, und ja.
I don't know how to speak Danish, so sorry.
Close enough.
That's probably more Swedish.
Close enough. All right.
Apple Danish.
Shall we get into our
Danish.
fermentation conversation there?
Yeah!
Yeah! All right!
All right. What are we doing?
Fermentation conversation.
Right now we're gonna rock on!
Toby's going to sing to you while we open our beers.
Conversation. Yeah! All right,
Oh
so
no, do I have to change? Do I have to change all the theme songs to be all?
We just do little sound bites of different
Okay,
songs.
I'll just add more pyrotechnics. How about that?
There you go. Nice.
All right,
Tony,
gonna be at
Tony,
least
do you
50
do you have
to
any
60% more pyrotechnics.
do you
on
have
this
any
version of the Beer
pyrotechnics?
Coasters book.
in the show,
Yeah.
I neither confirm nor deny pyrotechnics.
Oh, I think he can't talk about that.
What
It's
about
kinda
power
like-
slides? Are there any power slides?
I didn't know it was the Fight Club of shows.
There will be lots of hair,
Ooh.
Lots of
Lots
leather.
of tight pants.
lots of skin, and tight pants. That's what I can tell you.
Sweet.
Well, so I don't think we even really touched on it, but yeah, Tony here is doing Rock of Ages. Give us a little rundown.
Little rundown. So I'm working on a show called Rock of Ages that came to the Broadway in 2008.
The Broadway.
It has since, most people know it as the movie, but the musical came first. It's a kind of a jukebox musical based on a bunch of different 80s tunes that they chopped up and put together and made a kind of a funny storyline out of it. If there's any American Idol fans out there, there was a guy by the name of Constantine who got like top 5 one year, and he ended up becoming one of the lead parts. So he's famous for that. And yeah, so the play that I'm working on is called Rock of Ages, and it's happening at the Warner Theater in Torrington, Connecticut, February 6th through the 14th. You can check out warnertheater.org for tickets, and it's going to be a fantastic show. Looking
Get
forward
them
to
while they're hot.
Nice.
Cool, man.
it. There it is. There's my little plug.
So right now, you guys are gonna make us a mixtape.
Yeah.
Little mixtape action.
A little hi-fi, lo-fi action.
So, do you have some stats on this, Mike? Or
I do have stats.
There you go.
This beer is from Stone, and it is the now I'm going to say it wrong. Stochasticity project. This is the HiFi LoFi mixtape. The style of this beer is considered a strong ale, but it's actually a blend of a few different beers, mostly stock ales, and it's is it barrel aged as well?
Yeah, aged 4 month in first use California red wine, French and Hungarian oak foeders.
Ooh, Hungarian as well as French. The ABV on this beer is 8.8%. The IBUs are 70. And let's crack it.
Yeah. I got some ingredients here. For the hop varieties, they use Willamette, Apollo, and Target. Malt varieties, they used English Pale, English Mild Ale, and English Amber.
Cool beans. Ooh. I was trying to get some hyper sound, but
Hyper sound. Combo.
all right, man. It's
This is clear.
clear. It's golden in color. I got about a finger head, solid finger,
Yeah.
and
It's hanging out.
It's hanging out, yeah. Got my Merry Christmas, Happy New beer there. There you go.
Nice. I got my homebrew club.
First-
Crows and
Is
Commandos.
this the first podcast beer of 2016?
I
It
believe
is.
How about that?
Happy New Beer.
Happy New Year, guys.
On the nose.
Sweet.
It's what is that? It's like dried apricot and
Very sweet on the nose. Like pineapple, maybe?
yeah. I mean, there's definitely some
A sweeter fruit.
fruity aromas in there. It's like a very fruity hop. It also has kind of a Extra dampy malt.
There it is.
Hashtag extra dampy.
Yeah, it's
Well, when a
it's
beer
different than I expected it to smell. I don't know why. I guess I just expected from Stone that it was going to be another IPA, but
sometimes, with the strong ales, I mean it's a blend of a beer that's 8.3 and a beer it's 80% of a beer that's 8.3 and 20% of a beer that's 10.5.
and 22% perspiration and 76% inspiration and
But
motivation.
when you have that American strong ale, I think it's either going to come across pretty boozy or it's going to get hidden by the sweetness, and I think that's kind of where this falls.
Yeah. It actually has an interesting nose. It's bready. It's like a funky, malty, bready.
It kind of almost has like a sugary cereal kind of smell to it.
Yeah. It is. It's like a fruity, grainy aroma for sure. I mean, say there's like other stuff in here too, like orange peel and that kind of thing. But all right, let's take a sip. I mean, I could
Shall we?
smell this longer, but
Taking a sip. Yeah. All right.
I feel like we should have had the Wayne and Garth Wayne's World guitar there.
Whoa! Whoa!
The fruit is still there, but it's got a bitter. It like bites you in the roof of the mouth, the back of the mouth. I know it says the IBUs were 70, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it seems more than that to me.
Yeah, this is bitter. The see you can get the fruitiness. I honestly, once I took a sip, it was bitter and boozy.
Yeah.
The old
There-
1-2.
I'm getting the booziness now that, I mean, I can even just a little inhale there. I get all the booziness. There's something, even though this is ridiculously much stronger than an English ale, there's something very English about this maltiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a strong English ale. I don't know what kind of. Did you say what kind of malts? What kind of malts did you say they used?
English pale, mild ale, and amber.
I mean, it just seems like a big, bold, badass version of like an English strong ale, you know. But
When you guys were
the
first
bitterness
describing the
are kinda-
nose,
go ahead.
when you guys were first describing the nose, I was thinking like double bastard for some reason, but it's not. It's nowhere around there, right? You're not getting like the crazy hoppy.
No, it's different.
Not very hoppy.
It's
It's
it
bitter.
had some fruity hoppy aromas, but the flavors, like, it's bitter, and you could tell they used a lot of malts in here, but it doesn't seem to balance out that bitterness at all. It's got a big bite.
It's kind of taking me back a little bit when you're kind of trying new beers, and when I first noticed Stone on the shelves and it had that arrogant bastard, and it kind of dared you to buy that bottle, saying you're probably not going to like it, but actually once you get something that you think you're going to probably like, and it kind of taunts you in the description if you ever read it. So I know when I read that, I was like, screw you, I'm going to get this bottle and I'll show you.
Yep,
and,
it worked. That marketing plan worked for them for quite some time.
And that was bitter. That was strong. It hits you right over the top with a ton. And this kind of takes me back to
what that felt like.
What that felt like.
And you go back now and you try an Arrogant Bastard, and I'm amazed in how well balanced and smooth that beer is now. And I can remember how big and bold I used to think that beer was, not so long ago. So it's very different. I think the palates have kind of changed over time. I can't imagine what this would taste like to someone brand new to craft beer.
A novice.
Yeah. I mean, I remember being at a beer garden and sharing, having my dad try the Arrogant Bastard for the first time, and he took a sip, and he's like, I think his exact words were, "I'd rather drink a glass of scotch or a fucking glass of scotch than this stuff right here." And it was like a big bold beer, and to me, when I had revisited it, I couldn't believe like how much smoother and more balanced it actually was. It's really strange how the palate changes,
I find now you mentioned getting fruitiness when you first took a sip. I feel like I got punched in the mouth with bitter and boozy. I didn't get any fruit. Now that my palate has adjusted to the bitterness, I'm getting it's like coming back now. It's like what I smelled a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and that when you're talking about the cereal grain type, the fruity cereal, I'm getting that too, like a little bit in the aftertaste now. That at first I got like at the first sip, and then it just kind of turned into that bitterness and the booziness.
Like a nice grainy sweetness. What's interesting now, correct me if I'm wrong, the one that we had for the Dragon Slayer, was that not a strong ale as well?
I have to go back and look at that. I don't know.
Oh, the skull splitter. There was a debate over that. It was either
I thought it was like a Scotch ale,
a barley
Scottish
wine,
ale
or a
something.
Scottish,
Okay.
a wee heavy or something like that.
This tastes nothing close to the other. So if this
No.
is a strong ale and that was a strong ale,
Yeah,
this is an American
there's a
strong
big gap
ale,
here.
but-
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's a huge gap in in styles here.
What about food pairing?
I want some like sriracha wings or something. I want some hot wings with some smoky, garlicky sriracha.
Me too.
Something smoky. I would pair this with, like something like some nice smoky ribs. Maybe like a honey barbecue sauce.
Oh, all right. Going the sweet smoky instead of spicy
sweet
smoky.
Yeah,
All right. I go with that.
doing it.
But I don't know why. I think maybe I just have a craving for something with sriracha. Maybe that's why I'm picking it. But I think this beer could pretty much stand. It's going to need some big, bold food to try to tame this beer, I think.
Definitely.
It's got to have some big, bold flavors.
I'll be honest. About 3 days ago, I made some crock pot chicken. And shout out to my friend Mo, who gave me the recipe, which basically is boneless chicken in a crock pot, and you dump a bottle of sriracha on top. That's it.
Whoa.
Nice.
And I think I'm all sriracha'd out this week, so maybe that's why I'm going
the
different
sheer
route.
mention of sriracha was just like, oh, hell no. You could take that rooster and shove him up your ass.
So
All right. What do we got here? We got some ratings. We got some.
do you want to update
stuff here?
the Beer Coasters fan base on our new rating system, Mike?
I've got Untapped ready to go.
Oh yeah, we're dumping Beer Advocate basically.
Done.
Yeah.
So long, bros, and all your beer advocate users. We're just not using that rating system anymore. So
Past few times we've reviewed beers. Maybe they've been a little too new, or what? But the ratings aren't even there. It's almost not even worth going on the site.
They just can't keep up with the Beer Coasters podcast, so
yeah,
they're just gonna leave them in the dust.
that's right.
So,
We're gonna
2016,
just drowned in our wake.
new
of
year,
new
rating
beer.
system. So we're just doing Untapped, right? Just Untapped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got Untapped. If you want me
You
to
got
contribute
Untapped?
during this tasting flight.
Toby,
If
I
you
would
wanna contribute,
love for you to
I
I
contribute.
want to
during
feel
the
like you're a
tasting
part
flight.
of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Toby,
I'm here.
yeah!
I couldn't find it. It seems like anytime
You can find it. It's right here.
No, I mean this beer in the stores.
Oh.
So that's why I wasn't participating.
I think
in
you
the,
get it
fermentation
first. That's why. I think you get it first, and it
Yeah.
disappears, and then we get like that second or third,
Right.
wave of it.
The guy in San Diego doesn't get it.
I did see there's a couple of there's actually there's like one of the new Stochasticities that I saw in the store today, but it's the most recent one, I think. But yeah, if I don't grab any of these like one-off or special releases right when they come out, they're gone, and they're gone for good.
Yeah. Like you would have been able to get this probably 6 months ago.
Yeah, when it first came, I remember seeing it when it first came out, but I never got it. So anyway, Untapped has the Stochasticity Project HiFi LoFi mixtape at a 3.58 with 24,589 ratings. Top
Holy-
3 popular locations: Brewdog Castlegate in Aberdeen City, Aberdeen in Aberdeen City.
Aberdeen.
The Sidecar Bar and Grill in Philadelphia, PA, and the Pig in a Pickle in Corte Madera, California.
Pig and a pickle. Sounds like some UK pub.
All right, me and the blokes are going down to Pig in a Pickle tonight. We're going to grab us a couple of pints. There you go.
See, that's
yeah.
what you do. You get the
Hey,
accent
guys.
in before Mike does, and then it's funny.
You got it.
If you do it after, it's not funny.
No, true. Once Mike does it, I don't know.
Cheers.
There's no reason. There's no follow up. So
You guys are too kind. Too kind to tell you. Too kind.
Let's head on over out west to our friend Toby there. Looks awfully thirsty.
all right, let's pause, America, for this brief message.
Yeah!
And we'll be back right after this. Wow.
What the hell?